Pierogi Joe here, and I have my frying pan ready. That means something's gonna get fried today, and that's going to be Kotlet Mielony. Kotlet Mielony, which literally means, cutlet means like a cut of meat, a patty, something like that. Mielony, ground. So ground meat patty. So that's what we're going to make here. This is a very popular dish. Gets eaten very often in Poland, especially on a good Sunday dinner. And it's really simple, and it's Polish. So here we go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have 2 pieces of white stale bread. You just leave it out. I have some actually got some home cooked bread here, and we're going to let it set out. I did, and it's stale. We're going to have a half a cup of milk. Okay, we have 1 pound of ground pork. Try to use your local butcher, as I always do. Why pork? Well, listen, people trying to adapt these recipes of Polish, for these Polish recipes to American, and I'm kind of a defender on it. People, I'll do beef, do this, that. No, it's pork. They use pork because beef. Why not a lot of beef in Poland? Well, here's one reason. 1, it takes a lot of space. 2, it takes a lot to feed them. 3, it takes many of years to make a cow and beef. So chicken and pork from birth to plate is about 6 months. So pork, 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 pork. 1 medium onion, very, very finely diced up. 1 large egg. Try to get it local if you can. 1/4 cup of cold water. And some salt and pepper to taste. And we're going to have about a cup of breadcrumbs and a couple tablespoons of half a cup of canola oil. That's what we're going to fry it in. Here's what we're going to do. But first, here is your ingredient list. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our stale bread, and yes, I did. I put it on just on the stove top and let it just become stale. So what I'm doing is I'm crumbling it up. You see, just crumble it up and put it into that half cup of milk. When it's stale, doesn't take a lot to do it. So we want that to soak in. We want that bread to become, I wouldn't say unstale, but we definitely want to soak it. Okay, it's going to be a good filler in our Kotlet Mielony. First thing we're going to do is we're going to scramble our egg and mix it up before we put it into our meat. Okay, we got that whipped up egg. We're going to put it into our meat mixture. We're going to mix our onion. Okay. A little bit of pepper. A couple of shakes of pepper there. All right. A couple dashes of our sea salt. A little more pepper there because I'm going to take the lid off because it really doesn't get in there. All right. In the meantime, our bread is soaking for about 5 minutes in our milk. And we're almost ready. When that bread is ready, we're going to mix it up in the meat. And we're going to have our meat for Kotlet Mielony ready. And in the meantime, I'm going to get our frying pan ready. Fire it up for a medium-high heat. We'll turn up a little bit. Medium-high heat. That's where we're going to make our Kotlet Mielony. I have a pan there with a little bit of, with some paper towels to catch that grease when we're all done. Okay. And this is part of a 3-part recipe. It's Pierogi Leniwe, lazy pierogi, Sos Grzybowy, mushroom sauce, and then these Kotlet Mielony, a perfect dinner on a plate, and you will see it all when it's complete. Our bread has been soaking in the milk. We're going to dump it into there, dump it into our meat mixture, and we're going to start grinding it up with our hand. We're going to mash it all up in our hand. Okay? Mash it up, mash it up, mash it up. Now, it is going to be a very wet type of mixture. It's not like a hamburger. It's kind of like a cross between a hamburger and a meatball, but this is not necessarily thick like that. Okay, it is a little bit has a little bit of watery consistent or a little bit of wetter consistency. See, and our bread is mixing there very well. If your meat mixture is a little bit too on the liquidy side, that's okay. Add a little breadcrumbs to absorb some of that water, okay? And that's what we're going to do here. We add a couple little breadcrumbs. And at that point, also, you add your water. If you want that water, because the water's going to evaporate when you cook it. You smell the onion, you smell the salt. You smell the pepper, actually, not much salt. Salt doesn't really have a smell. And so there we have our meat. And we're going to make it into patties. And then we're going to prep it and get it ready. See how simple it is? We're going to get it ready for the frying pan. Okay, now our meat is ready, so we're gonna get about 5 portions out of this. Okay, so we're gonna take a handful there. We're gonna just kind of make a little meat patty. Okay, then we're going to dip it into our breadcrumbs. Okay, see, it is quite a delicate piece of meat, so you got to be careful. Okay, we're gonna do that for all of our meat patties here. Another meat patty. Okay. Into our flour. I see you. Okay, we're going to put that on there. And we're going to keep doing that until all our patties are prepared. There are our cutlets breaded. We got 5 and a little bit of 1. So we got like 6 whole cutlets out of that. And we're waiting for our pan to heat up, which actually it almost is. And as we know, you can tell if a pan is ready when you put some water on it. And that water dances off. And it is. So let's put our oil in and let's cook. Our pan is ready. We pour a couple tablespoons worth. Get the bottom coated with oil. Okay. Hot wok. Cold oil is the old trick, right? Hot pan. Put your cold oil in. When the oil heats up, we're going to put in some of our patties. Another way you could test your oil is drop a couple of breadcrumbs in there and see if it starts to sizzle. And I did that, and we know that it's ready. So let's take our cutlets in the oil. Hear them sizzling. They're delicate patties. They are very silky feeling. That's the best way I can describe it. Very silky feeling. That's quite a big one there. Oil hurts. Okay, we'll give enough space so they can fry up. And there they are. They're frying. We're going to fry those for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. In the meantime, we're going to turn our oven on to 320 degrees because after we cook them a few minutes on each side, when those patties get nice and crisp, we're going to put them in the oven to finish them. And that's also the way you can reheat them. Just turn your oven on 320, put them on. You can also steam them. You can also put them back in the skillet to reheat them. It's been about 3 minutes. We're going to flip them over. See? Perfect. Look at that browning. Great. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. You want to be careful. Yeah, we'll turn the heat down a little bit on this time. Now while they're finished up. Okay. About 2 to 3 more minutes on that side. We're going to put them on a pan to drain. We're going to put them in the oven to finish. And now let's say they're just about done. Check it out as we flip it. See, they're just about done. So I'm going to put them on the paper towel to absorb. Wait for that oven to keep preheating. There you go. Kotlet Mielony. Now we're waiting for the oven to be preheated. As you can see, there they are. Waiting for the oven. The beep, beep, beep of the oven says that the oven is preheated to 320 degrees. We're going to put it in there and set that timer for 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes, our Kotlet Mielony will be done. We'll be ready to add it to our other little featured things, our Pierogi Leniwe and our Sos Grzybowy. And yummy, yummy dinner is ready. The beep, beep, beep means that we have cooked our meat for 20 minutes at 320 degrees. Oh, and there it is. There is our cutlet. You could smell it. The whole house smells like it. It actually browned a little bit more on the top. All right, they are cooked up, so I'm going to take them off of the paper towel and the pan. Put them right there. And they're just about ready. Top them off with some mushroom sauce or nothing at all. Maybe even a little ketchup if you like. Or whatever else you'd like to put. Alright. And there we have it. We have Kotlet Mielony. Kotlet Mielony. Polish, simple, real, authentic dinner. Hey, if you like what you see, subscribe to this channel because you're going to see a lot more stuff like this and a lot more stuff I made before. And this is part of a trifecta video, which includes this Kotlet Mielony, Sos Grzybowy, which is mushroom sauce, and Pierogi Leniwe, which is a lazy pierogi. I'm going to plate it all up and show you what it looks like sometime. And this is it, man. Kotlet Mielony. There's only one thing left to say. Smacznego!